I'm just going to wait for a moment, let people tune in. They were like, didn't you just vote for 2 hours this morning? Yes. Yes. But there's reasons. There's always good reasons that I have. So, yeah. Now that I've set this up and started rolling, I don't think I know how to bring somebody in anyway, but oh, how I'd like to. Oh, how I'd like to. And it's not the one that I'm referring to where I interview him, but, I mean, I know he'll be in the chat, most likely. A certain someone I'm thinking of. He might know how to do something I'm thinking of, and that would be cool. You know, he's a bit, well, that's the thing. My friend is a bit short on time tonight, but not on love. And he's going to be eating and shoveling in his dinner, so it's probably not the best moment to not this. I mean, we all eat, we all see others eat sometimes, but may not be the best one to bring him in on. But I just got to put this somewhere for a moment and decide what kind of view I want to give you while I do so. Somebody just tuned in. I wonder if it's who I think it is. Yeah, this reminds me of something I was doing the other day that I could do now. Whoops. Nope. They didn't stay, so I don't think it's who I thought it was. He'd stay. He's cool. And this is like I was there, but you weren't there. Seriously, you wouldn't give it more than 15 seconds to see? I don't think he'd be like that. And I hope you wouldn't be either. Because sometimes it takes 15 minutes to truly love and adore. Love in the doorway. Love in the elevator. Just a little bit chilly somewhere in this. And yeah, we talked about it, me and G, the other day about why it might be colder upstairs. But we bring the heat anyway and we represent, right? So, I'll jump right into it. I kind of want to maybe show a couple things that are in this room that might be of interest to people. And I also want to say something else. And it's true, if one of the people I'm thinking of who sees this is who I'm hoping, I've said it in the chats, I have, but just for everyone else as well. Like I say, I wasn't planning to go live streaming again today, at least not yet, but here I am. Why? Because I don't have much else going on today at the moment, and because somebody there for a few seconds. Like, I don't really care. I watched you for like 20 minutes earlier. And how was I to know if you didn't say, oh, maybe you did say. And it's actually kind of funny, one of our commenters, ooh, I almost leaned on that badly. One of our commenters this morning actually was on this other guy's too. But that's actually interesting because that's kind of came up a couple times this week. So one guy I was watching recently, I haven't really watched much lately of. And I can't remember, I think it said something about rooming or something, I can't remember. And I said a name. He says, oh yeah, I know that of that guy. I watch him too. And I was like, what? What? But I mean, he's never in the comments, so how was I to know? And he was the one I was kind of alluding to, just simply alluding to earlier when I said what I said about that. But, and then today, yeah, I was in a chat. And, you know, I wasn't just writing my own and watching and listening to the lovely, lovely friend that I was watching. I happened to notice one of the other commenters was somebody who was on mine very briefly this morning, but put a couple comments. I think they were meaning to be nice. I think they were really just being curious and then saying that they have ADHD and that they wanted to what their plans were for the day a little bit, and may be back now for all I know. I'm just going to make sure, and it was 4 and now it's 1, but anyway. And you're the one that matters most. So, yeah. So I was just enjoying watching this podcast of a friend, and it's really lovely how he's very, sorry, it's not that sunny out, and there's big plants in that room, which I might show you in a moment. But it's really lovely how he's just very appreciative and very kind. I mean, these aren't hard things to be, and curious. I like the curious part. He's like, let's see what else you said. Let's see what else you said. He's like, I've got things I got to do, but I can't pull myself away from this great conversation. Essentially, it's like, let's keep reading, and I appreciated that. I appreciated that he was appreciating me and what I was saying, and that's what it's all about: the thankfulness, the love, the kindness, and the appreciation. Right? They're all actually kind of similar words. They go together quite nicely. Hello, Axel. Good to see you, bruh. So yeah, I was thinking this would be a great one to see if I could bring you on cam a few moments to show all your glory. But I know that you're eating, and then you said it was what time? You said it was I think you said it was 11 when I asked, and I joked, "Oh my gosh, it's midnight." I think that, or maybe I was just saying that joke but if it's 11 and you're going out, my goodness, you must be a little younger than me, or at least more wild. Who knew that was possible? You going out on the town, hitting the clubs, just don't injure your hand when you do it, kind of thing. Oh, 7 at night. Okay, cool. I'm mostly in most evenings, not all of them, but you know, in and out sort of way. but it's all good. Here it's only 12:30. Yeah, so I'd love to invite you in on the camera, but now that I've already started rolling, I'm not sure if I'd know how to. And I know you're eating, and I know that you have almost half an hour, but I don't know if you need time to get to what you're going to. What are you up to anyway, if you'd like to say? And remember to like, I appreciate it. I know you're already subscribed, and we got 4 of you here. And yeah, Axel has a bit of a, we don't have to talk about it hugely, but a bit of a, and I know that's hard to navigate the channel sometimes, unless it's your own chat. He's great. His videos are great to enjoy in the moment. And I do hope that I'm able to play back that one because I left it open. But I wanted to show you a couple of neat things in this room. Other than that, I think I've kind of covered the main idea. And I just wanted to come here because, one, I knew that my friend was mentioning in his podcast, I'm going to check it out while I eat. So I was like, well, I mean, yes, I have stuff I've already posted. Hopefully would have found its way to the live stream because those are the ones that are mostly me and more recent. Even if you don't watch all of them, and you're still welcome to do that. This one might not be that long. I can't right now, but some other day, I really appreciate you. Well, thank you, yeah. And, send me a message. That might be easier than a YouTube comment later, but you're welcome to send those anytime too. And I appreciate if you hit the like button to give this video a thumbs up. But yeah, and let's plan it sometime in the near future. That would be great. My schedule is fairly flexible right now, but there's a couple things. I know there's something coming up I'd like to go to. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get myself to it if I can't arrange a ride, though, so we'll have to see. But I wanted to show you a couple cool things, and for some reason, even with the heat on, it's pretty well. It's, unless the furnace isn't working, it's kind of chilly up here, so like I say, let's heat things up, eh? No, but I wanted to show you a couple cool things. So this is an instrument. Doesn't play it as much. He was thinking he might put it away. It's a marimba. It's one of those instruments. I think it's a pentatonic, I think they call it. So you can pretty much do anything on it and sound decent. Decent was the word I used, right? And those plants that you see there, some of them are about 20 years old. G in the GNC has a green thumb, although he was kind of upset the other day because he's got a plant in this other room here that's not doing too well. It is by the what do you call those heat things? But it was so much bigger than this. It's true. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Yeah, it looks windy, kind of sunny. Like it's not super cloudy. It might be a nice enough day to go outside, but I think it's cold and it's windy. I do have some spending money. I had lunch. I know when I started watching your podcast earlier, I said I just kind of scarfed down this kind of mini wrap thing, and I'm still hungry. The like didn't stick, by the way, just so you know. And I know you do like it, and I appreciate it. But, people are going to look for those things, and I appreciate it too. But, and I was still hungry. I'd kind of forgotten that I was still hungry. But I'll eat if I am. That's kind of the thing. So, what's the plan for the rest of my day for anybody who might be curious, including myself, because I don't even know. Well, I know there's been a DVD I've been meaning to watch. I feel mixed feelings. I know I've mentioned a couple of, and I did, that was one of the things. In fact, that was something I was going to do too, was kind of go and look at the rest of the comments that I'd sent to you, and maybe we eat on camera there. And for some reason, it was a bit skippy. But anyway, so I was thinking we could do that. But yes, I don't mention, we all have former friends. It's great when we can communicate and people, remain good people but I mean, like I say, my one friend I would mention to you, I mean, he was getting too into the alcohol. Plus, he had mental health issues, and he was taking meds, and he was being dishonest, and I don't stand for the kind of things that those things can bring. And the other guy, he was doing some, not personally, but I read something that he posted that how he kind of handles his frustration. I thought that's not healthy, and he's the guy I used to watch Garner and Seinfeld with, and then there's another reason why it's triggered, but I'm going to try and make it a special time and a special moment. It's not going to be with G because he doesn't like that show. I don't hate it, but I guess since talking with G about it, I'm kind of so about it. Yeah, it must just be that it's liking, unliking, or you're just, I don't know, but it's all good. I know you're here and I know you're liking it. I know you're here and you know I'm clear. In some ways. Yes, I really appreciate the love and acceptance and watching you and you watching me, and it's good. Let's go downstairs here for a moment, and I will write a love song. Just kidding. But stay tuned, because one is hopefully going to be a guest on my future podcast. You'll see him on camera. He's Swedish, but I think he sounds Boston. I don't know if I have a good Boston accent. That's not really one, but I don't know if it's going to be about his music or some other passion that he has, but I just was curious. I know it might seem a little silly, but so I was joking. Oh, snap label. Okay, so what stood out the most? What's a favorite memory that we have from that conversation, that podcast, Axel? Well, I try and find, and we can share it with the other 4 that are here right now that hopefully will like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Some people might like and hit subscribe and hit the notification bell, and they're still trying to decide if they like. I mean, is it that hard? Come on. Yeah, I certainly didn't like that marker today, but anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, my joke about, OMG, it's midnight, I had no idea. Talking about the elves. Yeah, so that came up because I think you said something about you used to hang out in the forest a lot. And you rolled with that greatly. The elves and the fairies. I'm not a huge follower of elves and fairies. There's a musician somebody that follows somebody else I follow, who's probably rolling now, although I might have to reload the page, and I might do. I think I can at least still see the chat. I might want to keep that there. Why I do that other thing, I still don't know. But anyway, mentioned. It's just that I saw him like one of his commenters, and it's not that the comment wasn't nice. I think it was the username was a little bit uncertain, and there was somebody else. Oh, right, I think it's somebody else that follows him that goes by Elf something. Did you know that some people actually alter their ears to make them more pointed on the top and look like an elf? In fact, come to think of it, I knew a guy. He had a couple different first names. I can't remember the details other than he said he was adopted. And actually, I think Axel was one of his first names, ironically. Pieta was his other one, and he was into the theater. And he was he was also had connections to my hometown. So, we have 8 of you here. Cool. Old friend, yeah, played with some. I said damn A about something. I can't remember what that was about, but there you have it. Oh, and I was just saying something about how I could tell that you support the whole community, but you did what a lot of people do, and it came up in my other podcast too, I think, where it's kind of like they say, yay, my pride, club, um, couple, whatever. I mean, just because someone's in a same-sex relationship doesn't mean that they don't appreciate both genders, in all the ways, I was just kind of making sure that you represented, the whole acronym, that's all. And then I said, thank you for your chatting, and I said I wasn't shouting, and the dog's laying down good, and I'm wondering, do I want to eat something else? Do I want to watch that DVD? Do I want to watch other stuff on YouTube and do other social media stuff? Do I want to check my emails in case a certain elf has sent me something? Yes, 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 and yes. But where do I begin? Probably wrapping this up soon because I did a long one. It's nice to have the retention, and I know who one of the people is who's here, and they're eating. Now there's 3. Again, I hope you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I hope that's not being a wonky feature at the moment. But yeah, I guess if I had a question, a curious question, when you want to do something that you would find enjoyable, but it's a trigger, such as, I would like to watch a DVD. I remember that I watched something connected to that with a former friend. I know that I've made the right choice in, not being in contact with him still because he was being quite, But, it's hard not to remember that, when people matter to you, and the memories are lovely. I mean, that was an example where communication, empathy wouldn't have necessarily fixed it, wouldn't have necessarily kept it as a connection. It was good while we had it, though, and it did help us out when we took a trip. Okay, yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, whatever you're doing. Are you going to a music thing? I think you may have completely left, but, and again, I know he meant to, get back to your email. See you later, bro. Okay. But yeah, I know that they could say, oh, you could just make a new memory. It's still hard to forget that other stuff, though, right? And, sure, I could, and maybe I will. So it's just chilly in here, so I don't really wear a lot of sweaters unless I'm out and about and need to wear a layer, because where I live, in Canada, you kind of need to in the winter. Watch one of the ones from the workshop say, oh, you're the guy that wore the shorts. Well, that room was warm, and I got a ride in a car with heated seats, so you bet I was. Except I didn't want to stand out that much in the last of the 4. But of course, one person said, and I'm not saying who and I'm not saying where, but one person said, oh, no shorts today. And then I said, no, I should have said, if I was thinking, and there wasn't other stuff going around me, I should have said, no, sometimes I do 2-hour live streams as well. Lately, there's been a couple 4-hour ones, and we're setting some Guinness records. And that may have brought her curious, and then we could have, hopefully she discovers the channel at some point anyway. I know that she works a lot, screaming, and I didn't stay in touch with her, but if I keep being involved at that place, I'll probably run into her again. And then the other one, I think I was wearing this shirt, actually, and she said, can I take a picture of your chest? Not of your shirt. Kindness, lending someone your strength instead of reminding them of their weakness. It's almost my YouTube shirt. It feels like it a lot of the time, and somewhat that's intentional. But if I'm not going out and about and having plans, I'm just hanging around at home, I think it's just fine to wear the same shirt over and over again. You know when you need to spruce up, right? I bath every night, so yeah, water bill's a bit high, but I prefer them over showers. I mean, a hot shower is nice, but anyway, you're not here to hear about my hygienic practices. Or are you? Anywho, but yeah, so she says, can I take a picture of your chest? Now, if I'm thinking, I say, I have another one at home. And it wouldn't have been a full lot. But anyway. But anyway. So, okay. Yeah. Um, but Maxie is probably live streaming. I'm a little bit worried because even though he's still yet to come to mind, he's like, I'm watching now, actually. I was just watching. Um, I mean, conversation is not forced but invited. But I'm just going to look because, oh, that was the other thing I was going to look at. Just in case Dallas is here saying something. Does anybody see Dallas here? It's probably in Texas. Which one of these? This one? I just don't want to be ignoring her if she is. Yeah, I started the title off with For the Bruh because I had a specific person in mind, but this is for any of y'all cool people that find yourself here. You're like, speaking of Texas, did you just say y'all? But it's not just in Texas that people say it. A lot of people in Canada say it, and they're not even Southern. So it rubs off. And three of you left are like, and I disagree with that. As a frequent y'all are back now. um, Maxie's late. What's up with that? And that's ironic, though. I have to mention that other person because I'm being reminded of a friend that passed away in a very ironic kind of situation. Okay, well, I can close that. Neither of them have contact. What about it? But basically, he had a pet that got transmitted something, passed away. Years later, he got the same thing. Not from the pet. Not from the pet. It was just I mean, it was just something that's very prevalent there. There's also, I think they call them June bugs. I was hearing the jitterbug the other day for the first time in ages. That's a fun tune. Jitterbug into my heart, and loving starts in my soul. Yeah, that is the same as Wake Me Up Before You Go Dancing, isn't it? Anywho, they used to just in in like hundreds get stuck on businesses' doors and just be everywhere on people's cars. Such a mess. You know, they really multiplied. But anyway, I'm not here to talk really about them. I said what I mainly meant to say. I did. If anybody's got a song request or something they want support on, or something that they enjoy talking about, a passion or an interest, I'll give you time to say it now, or forever hold a piece of cake. Just kidding. And all four of you left, but there's well, not all four. One of you stayed, and you rock. I give you a thumbs up. I hope you give me one. Okay, might take it back. Just kidding. I think it's maybe just being wonky. I don't know. There's really not people that actually want to be here. You know. But yes, I'm just have this on because it's warm, but it's not a full-on sweater. You're like, what was that? I don't know. I'll let you know when I know. Just kidding. So yeah, sorry, I podcasted earlier. I've just multitasking a little bit, but I'm open to chatting for a little while if you'd like to. I'm just looking at another screen. Yeah, you should have taken the hint the first time I called. Yeah. It's nice that he's trying to be there for people, but, watch, he's like, okay, we haven't talked in weeks. Yeah, and I didn't know that was the plan, then you were going to call me out of the blue. I mean, sometimes I'd welcome that, but it was just weird. Um, but, watch, he's probably watching because he knows of my YouTube, and he's probably like, I don't know. Or maybe he was following my YouTube and saying, you seem to be doing pretty good. I mean, maybe you want to talk about it, but you seem to be doing pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess things happened, but I mean, nobody gave me an update. What's the face going to be assigned, but it happened. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where to move a couple of tabs I have open. Whoops, I unintentionally just moved that one, so I guess that's the answer with that one. So I have it on silent, but an incoming call. That makes me wonder if the person that's watching right now might be the person that's calling. I know that sounds like a wild guess, but I'm wondering. And if it is, feel free to say so. I don't know. I kind of might want to just talk here for a few minutes. I'm podcasting, as you can see, if it is you. I podcasted earlier. I'm tired. And yeah. So, and I mean, this is just this one now, just to see if Dallas tunes in. And yeah, doesn't actually, I mean, you don't know if you don't know, but this guy, musician I follow on here, doesn't usually start at 11 or 12 every day. And unless I missed something, because it was a weekend and I may not have been fully paying attention, I don't know if he said that he wasn't able to the next day. But, yeah, I think it's late. Or maybe some of the people from there are here. Saw me first, so that's cool. Ripner, if you're there, say something. Anonymous, I know you would. ANVB, I know you would. Gerald the Monkey, I think, might tune in at some point. Jane Goodall, Tarzan, trying to think of who else. Trying to think of the ones that, oh, wait. And now it says 6. So one or two of you have got to be the people I'm talking about. You got to be. It's a compliment. And I appreciate the likes, the comments, the notification bell. Yeah, like I said, I really just wanted to come on and say the stuff I initially said, but sometimes I get in the mode, and it's like, if there's people here and they're enjoying listening, then I'll keep talking. I'll think of something to say. You can also help me along by suggesting something. Something to say or something to sing. Something to sing about, something to sing about this land of ours. Okay, well, that narrows down a little bit. We got one of you here. It's so nice. It's nice. Like I say, a lot of the people that comment on my stuff don't have content, but it's nice to be able to see some of your commenters. Not that it's necessary, or it's okay either way. But it's nice when you can see some of your commenters' videos as well, and when you both get to watch each other's videos. It's the closest thing we can get to in person. Most of the time. So. And he knows how it's going because we just had a lovely time on his chat. That's funny that talking about the elves is what stood out. What would I say stood out? I don't know, I'm not looking at it at the moment. Yeah, that. And luckily it shows right from the top. Style, personality. In fact, like I say, one of my commenters was on his video too. Sometimes private notices them after. I don't know. And it's not that it doesn't matter, but him and I know, and that's the main thing. It was what kind of stood out. He didn't say a ton, but it did come up, was learning a little bit about what things are like in his country. And hearing him say again that he'd like to come to Canada sometime. Um, where do we have people watching from, out of curiosity, in the world? 6 went to 3, but that's okay with me. As long as you're cool. You're like, oh, we're cool. Cool as a cucumber. Sorry, I'm just feeling a bit low energy. I've been, yeah, socializing and I don't know. I just, yeah. But I'm here to chat if you'd like to. And I'll give it another maybe 5 minutes to see if anybody chooses to. And if they don't, then I'll wrap up. So the choice is yours. I keep rolling, we keep having fun, or I don't. I don't think that Axel's still watching, because I think you did say you had to leave. But if he is, you're welcome to check out the other content. But if you have to be somewhere at 8 and it takes you some time to get there, unless that's just when you had to leave home, then you should probably get to it, because that's, well, I think he's already left. But if you haven't, you got 20 minutes to get there. If, well, yeah, anyway. I don't know, maybe I'll just keep this one shorter. Yeah, you all left. I think that's telling me to wrap up before somebody else tunes in, because then, oh, sometimes it happens so quickly, though. But welcome. You're meant to be here. Question is, what would you like to see in this podcast? What would you like to talk about? What song would you like to hear me do? I've been rolling super long, so. And I honestly think the like button, either people are double hitting it and doing it, undoing it, or it's just not cooperating, because some stuck around for a while. To me, that says I'm liking what I'm hearing, or something of it. If not, I would advise that if you ever do that, you're just hanging around, but you're not liking the experience. Why are you spending time doing it then? But I understand that some people are a bit shyer too, and maybe just trying to keep up. And I mean, likes are anonymous; they don't cost anything, But again, sometimes the feature's wonky too, so I get that too. But anyway, I wish you all well, and happiness, and kindness, and one, because I really do, and two, I mean, truth of the matter is, I don't see how someone could dislike somebody who says that to them. And if anybody is thinking, but you don't even know me, but I don't even have to. That's the beauty of it. I mean, it's lovely if we do get to know each other on here, but I wish you those things, and I hope that I'm saying those things to people that are deserving of it, which is most people, I would say. Maybe not all people, and if you have to ask yourself, are you one of the, I mean, not from my perspective, well, maybe a little bit, but from yours as well. If you don't already, I mean, some people may know it really fast, and they might not be right. They may, but you know what? We're all likable, and we're all likable in some ways. We all have our quirks and our flaws, and anybody who says that they're flawless is lying. But as far as I'm concerned, but no, I think that we all are, and I just hope that everybody is trying to be a good person in the world, for those that you're interacting with and that you're around. I know that, perfect is not necessarily a thing, but near perfect is. And yeah, yeah, sending out good vibes and stuff to you. And I don't really know how else to say it. I think I covered all the bases there. And 4 just went to 0. They're like, yeah, I think you did. For whatever reason, they didn't say it back. We'll like it. Again, that might be a glitch, but I know that the comments are working. Anyway, you know, it's not like I should, I don't know. It's nice. I don't want to say it's a validation thing. It's nice when it's said back. And there, I got a like, so that's good. And as soon, okay, and then it went there, but not what to one. But it's, hi, Crystal. Oh, yes, I'm familiar with you. Welcome. But even if I'm not familiar with somebody, that was, I think you meant that was a like from you. I think that's what you meant. And you brought 4 people with you. How nice of you. Of. From. Of. Yeah, I might not roll too much longer. I don't know how long you've been here for. I think you just got here. I did a long stream earlier. I've been doing a lot of them. You know, they don't take that long. They're long, but they don't take that long. And then, you know, I do other things in my day, and then I stream some more, and then I do other things, and it's just, the world keeps spinning, and I keep streaming, you know? I hope how are you doing today, anyway? In the UK, it's probably 6 or 7 something, because here it's about 1:45. Okay. Tired, but good. Satisfied. You know, I could say I could always be better. I could always be, you know, feeling more fulfilled. In the morning? No, here in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure it's evening there. Afternoon, it just said, pay attention! Just kidding. But, and how about where else anybody else would watch it from, if you'd like to say? Don't be a smartass and say my living room, your kitchen. It's like, but it's true though. I know. Hey, I'm saying it with humor, right? I figured there was just a bit of a leg. Or an arm, you know. It's an arm and a leg, it's a kind of situation. I think I have a bit of lotion on my hands, and you're like, yeah, I'm not surprised, you use it a lot. And I think I got some in my eye, that's why I keep looking like I just cut an onion. Or like, yeah, anyway. So, 22%, good golly, Miss Molly, we're going to have to plug this in. And then the question is, I mean, you know, so you got your headphones on and you're just hanging out in your room after dinner? Is that what the situation is with you, Crystal, at the moment? And we met through Tara, right? A raw lime, it was lush. If that's not lyrical, I don't know what is. I have made my eye sting by touching it with, I mean, how does this not happen more often? Maybe it's that lime. Maybe you got some lime juice over my way. Okay. So your parents just let you watch whatever you want to watch, no matter how unfiltered and wild it is? Okay, cool. I do my best, but I try and remind people that that's just the way I am. And it's the way a lot of the world is, so we got to roll with it. Oh, Yerp? I know, I think you meant yep, but I like Yerp. You meant yep? A raw lime. That's all you've had for dinner? And I don't think I've ever heard of a lush lime before. Another video for Gee, why does it have to be at work and miss it while it's live so often? Then I just have to hear myself again. Humbug. Just kidding. We enjoy it. Enjoy catching up to speed. Yeah, I don't like wearing headphones either, actually. And I find people that use mics and headphones, although sometimes you need mics, to be distracting in videos. I love just plain limes and lemons, so good. Yeah, so does G. And I mean, they're probably pretty healthy for you, but I think you should eat more than that for dinner, is what I'm saying. Oh, we had some haggis too. No, just kidding. Speaking of haggis, the other day, because I know that you guys do that kind of thing in the UK, but not everybody, not the normal people. One of my cats is asleep next to me. Oh, that's nice. Our dog's being good on this chair here. Quick flash. I'm going to plug in this device. So it might briefly drop the connection, but it will be back. I'm also going to get my water. I tell you, this little ledge thing that I put it in, oh, the poor little lamb, and Mary without her pet now. Sorry. This little thing that little phone tripod thing, it does. Just don't don't be too wild on the other side of the screen with your dance moves or whatever. If you get it shaking, it'll fall off. I'm gonna go get my water. Hi, good boy. Okay, as long as you promise. I don't make promises I can't keep. But you'll be a good boy at some point. I really got to get that light off. Maybe that's what I'll do. Although I'm kind of looking at settings on the screen or whatever. Rendig? What the heck is a rendig anyway? What the heck? Anyway, I have a video set up that I was going to roll the other day. I still haven't. It's just sitting there waiting. I've got a menu up. I'm trying to decide what to order. It won't be lamb. But, it was an interesting question that I had, and I hope that you will like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You know, I've got all kinds of interesting questions, so, and you can answer any of them that you like, or all of them. I don't know. It's really nice, though, just a lamb dish. Anywho, well, I still think it's bad. This is the semi-vegan in me coming. And there's probably somebody watching that's a vegan saying, or more of a vegetarian actually. I can't do without cheese and milk, and I don't have to get into that because I know it can be very controversial. I get it, but I don't. So anyway, the question was though, what is life? How did I word it? What kinds of things is life showing you these days? What is life? Like for you these days? I don't know how to ask the question. I just know the general concept. Such as, you know, it's lovely, it's hard, I've been enjoying this, I've not been enjoying this, but what I have been enjoying is your podcast. That kind of thing, you know? Okay, yeah, I got that. I'm going to have to run upstairs very briefly in just a momento. I can kind of check this thing, though. Throwing horses at me. I'm sorry? Oh, okay, I think I get your phrase. Not actually. Not actually, because that's not the easiest thing to do. They're kind of large animals. And I don't think we should try to either. Unless they're kind of like steering them towards you, like... But you can only handle so many horses at once, right? I have been enjoying horses and your live stream's not going to lie. Well, I mean, hey, that's the truth. That makes sense to me. And hopefully to others, even if they're shy. Although I did kind of feed you that one on my hand. I do that with the dog sometimes. And, you know, I should do it more often because I haven't had horses in ages and I kind of miss it. And if I was to give them treats... Good thing I didn't actually act it out right now because one, I can't find them on the counter at the moment. There they are. And two, I don't know if he needs them right now, but you kind of put your hand out, right? They just kind of, but of course, have a lot bigger mouths. And if your finger gets caught in their teeth, then you lost a finger. Is anyone else going to talk? It feels strange not going to force them. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? If you don't want to talk, I mean, maybe you're still getting some enjoyment from this. But if you don't want to talk and you're not getting enjoyment and you're just sitting here just for something to do, skedaddle, please. Well, that's okay. Oh, and no, one more will just come in. No, not always. There's been some others talking in some of the other ones. You just haven't been here at those moments. I mean, hey, I appreciate the retention, but, and some people may know I do a certain thing, but I'm still not psychic. I don't read minds. So, but also, maybe I'm hard to keep up with sometimes. He's like, oh, he finally realized. No, I realize. ADHD, I'm fast. I go from one topic to the next and then back, and I do a little dance. Oh, are you harding? Okay, I didn't know because I'll tell you why. Because I think I only noticed that on the computer and I'm on a cell phone. But let me just look for a moment. Since you're mentioning it. Guess you didn't really want to say. And I appreciate that. What was the other thing I was going to say? I don't know. What makes you think I know what I'm going to say? I don't know until I say it. Okay, there's too much stuff on top of the microwave to put the laptop there. Ah, hey, what's your birthday? Just the day. The day and the month. I have a reason for asking. Good thing I have the calendar thing there. And Dallas, if you're there, I'm just going to do what I think need to do to see if you're there. But doesn't look like you are. She's probably in Texas. Anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it there. Do it again. Oh, you gotta go. Okay, late to sleep, I guess. No, it's not that late there. Okay. Gotta go feed the horses and stuff. Okay, cool. I forgive you. It's been nice having you here. We got 4 others here, although you might be one of them. In fact, you are one of them. Don't forget to like if you haven't yet. I appreciate it. What was the other thing? Valley? Now that typo I don't know, because that's a place. And I'm not a place. I'm in a place, but it's not Valley. I have to remember to look. I shouldn't do it there, but I have to look. That reminds me, I need to see if Marie's still there. Oh, unless you meant bye, but it doesn't look like it. And everybody's left now. Oh, no, somebody's here. So I'll keep rolling. Sometimes it's like, if you're not quick, then you could roll all day. And even I wouldn't do that. Or would I? Just kidding. No, not possible. Not possible. The longest stream I think I've seen is 7 or 8 hours. I think there was a 14-hour one, but that's beyond the size limit. So once it was done, it was not there. But yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. There's 3. Yep. Yep. And me. Anyway. So. Song topic song. I will have to call G shortly in about half an hour, 45 minutes. You guys keep me on my toes, tiring me up, man. Just kidding. I do have to go upstairs for a moment, in a moment. But maybe I should have some protein and have some peanut butter cookie, although I'd rather have that. I don't know. I'm kind of hungry. I don't really feel like cooking anything. Or having leftovers. So it seems to be a cookie. Give a mouse a cookie. Ooh. I wouldn't mind looking for coffee, but I might use it for that. It's expensive. 20 AF, man. Anybody want to say their birthday so I can give you a quote? Probably about $50. Just kidding. A mantra or whatever you want to call it. Oh, I have to remember to send that to What's-Her-Face later. I just will remember. I'll just remember. I won't forget. Yeah, so I asked that question, that deep question. What has life been like for you lately? What is life showing you? What are you showing life? Kind of interesting question, right? Be curious to hear your answer. In the meantime, I am going to... I don't know what channels I subscribe to can redirect to my contact means. Do the settings. I'll look it up later. I want to close it. It's annoying me. It's like I feel like this thing is expecting me to podcast even when I'm not feeling it. It's just sitting there saying, "You're set up. Rock and roll and roll." And it's like, I don't wanna. It's unless I do, and then I come and do it on this device, because yeah. But it's only been a couple days, but okay, took care of that. So now, You're so good. You're so good. I was just talking to our dog. Like, oh, I thought maybe you just left the area and was saying that to me. Depends if you'd want me to. Some of you would be like, yes, please. Some of you would be like, I'd rather you not. And please know that when I'm talking to English, I still appreciate the YouTube community. Whether I'm making little jokes of the things that you might be thinking or saying, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm not trying to stop you from commenting. Tell me how accurate I am. I'm happy to hear it, 6 and 1. It's just my humor style sometimes. So, yeah. You either love it or you don't, I really think, even though somebody did it, like I said, even if it's not glitching, I think some people maybe hit it and then accidentally hit it twice, and then they don't know. Yeah. So, I think there might be more likes there than there actually is. Might be wishful thinking, but I don't think so. But, I mean, not that I don't wish for that, A wish is a dream your heart makes. Anyway. What's other songs about wishes? Do you have any wishes you would like granted? Can't you tell I'm the genie? No, funny, just before you said that, I kind of was thinking, he reminds me of a genie. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, what is this funny thought of which I'm having? Oh yeah, I'm watching a genie. Actually, where is that lamp? No, seriously though. He had like a lampy like thing. Anyway. Well, there's just one of you here. So again, 2 of you now. 3, 4. Just kidding. So if there's something you would still like that you've been sitting here or came into here hoping to hear today, that something you like to watch in podcasts, songs, topics. This is freestyle if you haven't been able to tell, so again, I'm sending you kindness and good vibes from here where I'm at, and yeah. I'll be right back. Everybody behave, don't do anything I wouldn't do. It's like, well, you do pretty much everything, so I'm just kidding. No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't I know it? Oh, I need money. It's windy and I can tell that that air is cold. Well, that was kind of one of my goals, although I was sort of hoping to do it a little bit earlier than now, was for it to be kind of cloudy or for me to just be tired enough to sleep some of the day away, because that's not like put there, it's because that's kind of what my life is right now. Not that I don't sleep a lot during the day. I do try and have a daily lay down, and sometimes I fall asleep, but like I'm kind of hoping for an additional doze off, because I don't got a lot going on, and I try to keep myself busy and distracted. I have a couple other things I might do, but it's just the days seem so long sometimes when when the weather's not great and it's harder to get out when you don't drive, and and you're trying to figure out your life, your sense of purpose. I'm so thankful for the YouTube community because this gives me a great sense of purpose and something to pass the time. And I do other things, sure, but this is quite important to me and to many others. And I know that there's lots of people on YouTube, but I bring my own style and have a following, and you can too, and I appreciate it. And the algorithm seemed to be working a bit better too, because it seemed quiet for a while there, or I don't know, there's just so much, and there's that. But I still say though that I do prefer when people view that they at least hopefully like enough to subscribe, hopefully like my vibe enough to comment. I mean, it's great when you're just sitting there at the top watching, but those things, help me to know that I know anyway, but help me to feel like I'm, still doing, still, like it's being enjoyed and appreciated, and I like to get to know the people, so, yeah. Just like any of us would when we're doing, a YouTube video, right? So, I just maybe should watch how much I drink back, so I don't know how much he's able to take. Seems like all of it. Pretty much. So, yeah. I don't know. I might wrap this up. I might not. But if there's no comments going to be coming in to kind of keep the momentum moving, grooving, then yeah. I know one person mentioned what they have for dinner, like, oh, your other social media people, so you just talk about all your meals and share them. I mean, that would be a cook. That would be someone who's thankful and creative and, likes the way something turns out sometimes. But so far I haven't had such a meal that, and I hardly ever do that anyway, so, no, I have meals, I just don't, well, sometimes I do, like if I'm rolling and it's going well and enjoyable and I'm not wanting to wrap up but I'm hungry, I'll combine them. Yeah. I don't know what I'd want, because I don't know if I'm going to be eating out tonight, even if it's order in. And if not, then that's what I'm going to have, so I don't really want it now. I don't know which of these pizzas I prefer, but maybe this, then I can get rid of this. There's one or two pieces there I think that don't have onion, so they can be picked off. Although I love the crust of this. Do I want to have both of these? Because I didn't exactly have a side with my wrap, so now we can say it's cheese bread. Okay, I found what I'm having. Yay me, hey? Me, hey? So I think I'm going to wrap up. Again, not that I don't sometimes, have a meal on screen like I just mentioned, but I'm not sure if that's really what I feel like doing at the moment. I might want to do other things. Like I say, as a musician that I follow on here, who should be rolling any moment now, I think, and there's a couple people I'm hoping to see in his chat. One I didn't see yesterday, who's there almost every day, but it was okay, here he is. It was a weekend, and he maybe preferred just to listen and was less chatty that day for whatever reason. And again, I was semi-distracted, but and there's one other person too, so. But he quite likes me. I know he likes me. We enjoy chatting. Very cool. Such a little model, actor. And, oh, okay, cool. Anyway, but we got 5 of you here. I'm just noticing actually one of the mods that I met, one that's mine that I met via this individual is in there, bright and early. A lot of regulars there, and we build a YouTube community. It's a lovely thing. And other people's channels on our own, you know, whatever we're comfortable with. I don't know what, I gave him water, you've already eaten, you've had treats, you've been out recently, or somewhat recently. It's not time for the next time yet, and it's chilly out. I may be still looking for mod help, I mean, to have 1 or 2 more. I'm not sure if he's working at. In fact, anyway, so I might wrap this up. As you can tell, I'm starting to lose my focus. Starting to get distracted and maybe lose steam in this one for ideas and stuff. So I might just kind of, yeah, I mean, you know, maybe I shouldn't feel bad wrapping it. Because honestly, sometimes I'll say, okay, I'm going to wrap up now. And people are there and they'll stay there until until the live is like completed. So, I mean, and that's nice and everything. Although when I say I'm going to wrap up, you know, you also listen. They're like, but we can't pull ourselves away. And I can't blame you, you know, perhaps. But I don't know why our dog's making those noises. He's just fine. And yeah, I think sometimes though we do got to do it. So it's nothing against you. And so hopefully you forgive me. But I'm going to wrap up and say thanks for watching. I hope you liked. I hope you subscribed. I hope you decide to comment at some point, whether it's during the live or afterwards. Okay, take care. He's being confused.